Good afternoon, everybody. Well, unfortunately, you guys, the little varmints came. Remember, we planted this together, which is the other radishes, and they came and dug them up. They dug my radishes up. So I'm gonna see if I can replant them. I'm gonna fluff this soil up again, and try to put them back down in the soil. You guys already know what I'm gonna do, right? I'd like to welcome my new subscribers and say thank you for coming along this journey with me. And if you have a YouTube channel, I'll be going there to subscribe to your YouTube channel. We have to help each other out that way. So I'm gonna just spread this back down and take one at a time and just poke a hole and put it down in the hole and cover it up. This is the radishes, the ones that we planted together. You already know I'm going to have to put the deer netting down this time. Since they want to come and mess with my radishes, I will put the deer netting down. But this is easy peasy. We just going to put them back in the ground. How about that? I'm saying the ground, but this is just a little container, little cute container. I put some holes in at the bottom for drainage. Remember, you always need drainage. And we'll follow along with this to see if they're disturbing the roots, will have any effect on their growth. We'll just keep hope alive and see what happens. So just that quickly, just that easily, we have planted the radishes back in. So now what I'm going to do, you know I don't like to waste space. So we're going to put some seeds in the ground. I have to take my gloves off for this. So I don't want to get soil in this package, because if you get soil in the package and it gets wet, they'll start to germinating. You don't want that, not like that. So we just have these little seeds right here. And I'm going to just smooth this out. Smooth this out. And put one here. You know, just kind of put them there, here, there, everywhere. And let them go on ahead and do their thing. Things like seeds for, radishes and beets, lettuce, you can have food almost all year round. Doesn't take it long to grow. And just go on ahead and come out to the garden and just have this food while you're waiting on everything else to grow. But what it would do for you is make you feel good about planting. It'll make you feel good about the fact that, oh, I can grow something. Yes. So I'm just kind of scattering them here and there. They don't need a whole lot of room. Oh, don't knock the phone over, Gail. Don't need a whole lot of room. You know, we'll just see what come up. And we'll visit back out here. Y'all know I show you everything. So we come back out here and visit with that and see how they're doing. We're going to take some soil that I left. So hold on just a... Well, y'all saw me put beets in with the radish, right? Didn't mean to do that. That's going to be an experiment. We're going to take the soil and see how that works. Wow, I'm just going to cover this up lightly. And so that they can get some earth on them. So now we have radishes and we have beets growing in same container. Oh Lordy, these little varmints got me going out here. Okay, we'll come over here. I'm gonna come over here and we're going to do radishes. I do a row of radishes and row of beets. That was my mistake. I saw the package and just picked it up. I'm just gonna put this in here like this, because they dug in here too, but there was nothing in here for them to get. Super intelligent beings, aren't they? And watch my time. Make sure I'm not... Let me hurry up and do this. Put my gloves on. So We're going to do some beets over here. I mean radishes over here. We're going to fluff the soil up like this. You guys hit the like button while you're waiting on me. Hit the like button. Now come on. I'm showing you how to grow beets and radishes by way of direct sowing and planting seedlings. I had some beets in the house that I took out of one of my containers because they are ready. These are the beets. So I don't know if they like to be disturbed or not, but we're about to find out. These are, you watch me sow this in the house. So these are the ones that's been growing, but it's their time to shine and they need to be outside. So this is the time for them to come outdoors. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to punch a hole. Taproot is very long. We're going to put it in. Punch a hole. Put it in. Punch a hole. And drop it in. All we're doing. And I'm doing this with my hands because I'm trying to rush because I know my 10 minutes is going to be up that the phone is giving me. So, let me see. Okay, Gail, stop looking and keep moving. Punching a hole. And just dropping it in and packing it down. So, punching another hole. Dropping it in. Packing it down. Just up to the soil level where it was in the house. We're not trying to go above that soil level. Okay, here's another one. We're going to find out if this works. Okay? We're going to find out. Y'all keep your fingers crossed for me, okay? And this is another one here. It's probably going to be a part 2 to this. But it's the same system. Just punching a hole and letting make sure the roots go all the way down. So this is a good one right here. It's punching a hole. You want to bring it up to the top where the leaves are. Another hole right here. Just dropping it. Make sure you make the hole long enough because beets are taproot. The taproot is what you eat. So another hole. Punch it. Fill it in. That's it. Let's see, I may need to put that one a little lower. Yeah. Okay. And one more. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm fighting gnats out here. They're all in my face. Oh my goodness. It's still winter. What are they doing out here? Oh Lord. Life of a gardener. Gardener. What we gonna do, y'all, as gardeners? What are we gonna do? Okay, 1 or 2 more. Let's see. One more. Okay, we made it. Yay. Okay. So you guys, that's all there is to it. We're gonna water these in. Make sure everybody has a good stand. And this is how you come back out after the varmints have invaded your plants, your vegetables, your food, like it's theirs. One more. Left one out. And you just keep it moving. I want to show you how to keep it moving. This is how you keep it moving. You don't fret. You don't give up. Why would you give up? You know, you better learn how to plant something. And if it doesn't work out, try it again. That's what we do. Then you take the water and you just water it in. Make sure they get good contact. And we'll see if these take. I believe they're going to take. So, I come back out and check on it, and I bring you with me. Ta-da! Now, since you're still there, what are we gonna do about the varmints? Well, I had some netting, and I don't know where it went to. So let's just see how we're doing with our time. Hold tight. Okay, this is the netting, deer netting. It's a pain to have to deal with, but it works, as you guys have seen. What I'm going to do is cut a piece and place it over these containers. You can do it each individual container, or you can do the whole thing. And there is enough to cover the whole thing. But right now, I'm gonna just do one piece over the whole thing. And later on, as the leaves get larger, I would come and do individual ones. It's a pain, like I say. If you have two people, it's a lot better, but I do it by myself all the time. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm just right now just cutting it. And it's doubled, so when you get it, the roll is actually double, so you can unfold it and you will have a bigger piece to deal with. So I cut this stuff at nighttime too, and I tell you, do it in the daytime. You can't see it, but I'm cutting the netting. I'm gonna bring you back once I get through. You don't need to watch me do this. Okay, so I finished cutting it, and I'm gonna bring you down so you can see what I'm about to do. I'm gonna take this deer netting, open it up, unfold it. It's sticking to me. It sticks to everything. So let me step back and open it up. It even sticks to itself. Stuff is crazy, but I love it, and it works. And put it right over this right here. Is that gonna work? Yeah, because what I'm going to do, y'all know me, I'll take my trusty dusty clamps. I'm gonna give it some room to grow up like that and clamp it down. And I'm gonna gather this up on the side, or gathering it up on the side, just in case they get smart and grow some human hands and decide they want to come and get in here. Clamping it down on the side. And right here, giving it some room to grow. Gathering it on the side, like that, and clamping it. That's how you do it. Now let me tell you what's gonna happen. If it gets cold, I'm just gonna come out here, and you know me, I just throw a row cover over this, and that'll keep it warm. But in the meantime, easy peasy. Let me pick this one up so it doesn't get crushed. Okay, so I want to put it in a little bit closer to the other one, hopefully without messing anything up, me and my ideas. Okay, so let me just come to you guys. I'm tucking it in where this box is. This box won't be here when I get through videotaping, so I need to make sure that it has room to grow. Clamping it down. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. I could have sworn I had 4 clamps. But that's all right if I don't have 4 clamps. I have plenty of clamps. You get, oh, there's a 4th one right there. You get the general idea. And also, you can just take the deer netting and put it around the whole thing. Take a string, and go all the way around the deer netting and tie it. That ties this down and they can't get in, okay? They're gonna be mad, it'll be all right. I just need one more clamp and that'll take care of it. So, Let's see where we at. Hold on. So I have my other clamp. And so I'm going to just gather this up so they can't get up under here and just clamp it. You don't even have to clamp it to the container. This is stuck. You can just gather it up with these clamps. They're heavy enough. It's too heavy for their little bodies to move. So unless it's a dog or a cat, and they still shouldn't be in here. But you just take that and clamp it like that, and that'll hold it down. And I keep clamps on my clothes. I just clamp these on the bottom of my shirt, you know. Deers also like to come in and eat this stuff. So once they get a hold to the deer netting, most varmints are kind of intelligent, don't want to deal with it. But you do have those that are your cousins, and they don't quite get the message. So here we go. We're done. Ta-da! So what we have is our failure to communicate. No, we did real good, y'all. I'm going to clean up over here. We've got something to visit. I like to keep my little bags with me. Trying to not have such a mess going on around here. Yep, that's working. So, how you like me now? We have radishes and beets over here, and we just have beets over here. So the test is to see if the test is to see if everything that I transplanted is gonna work. We just need to know if it's gonna work. I transplanted some red beets and some radishes. Now tell me what y'all think about that as we head out of this garden and head to the other part of the garden. I'm gonna unplug this. I'm just taking you along with me right now. I feel accomplished. That's an accomplishment. If I don't do anything else today, that's an accomplishment. You just do a little bit at a time. You don't have to do everything, especially when you get to be my age. Just a little bit at a time. What you need to know here is whenever you plant a tree, berry bush, plant anything, you need to come back and water just about every day. It is, something's on my mouth. It is like winter, but you need to make sure that you water the plants in. Hold on. Since I'm growing in grow bags, I have to make sure the water goes all the way through. A lot of people don't know that. You need to make sure. These are new. So I punch a stick down in there. Let's see if y'all can see that. Yeah, this is a stick. I probably need something green. I take a stick, or in this case, one of these little things right here, and I go all the way around, sort of like aerating. Because on top it's gonna look wet, but on the bottom, And you do this not only with your new plants, but you do it with your existing plants. You're sticking holes in there so that the water will go all the way down. That when you're trying to do that with something like a pear tree that's established, don't force it because it has roots on top, feeder roots. So find something that will allow you to go in easily. Otherwise, you tear up the feeder roots. Just go, if you can find something that will allow you to go in, or go in at an angle, that'll work. But you don't want to mess up these roots. All these are roots on top. So I can't go down in this one. I have to find a spot that will let me go down. And that's okay. So you do that. Once you've gone around your tree without damaging the roots. Remember I did say that. Don't damage the roots. Then You turn on your water hose, and the water's gonna go down to the roots to feed those roots. See? It's gonna go on down and feed the roots. Especially your new babies. Your newbies, you want to definitely water real good. Even though it's cold, they need to still establish themselves in the soil, and this is going to help them to do that. So if you ever go down into your soil after you planted something in a grow bag, you'll see halfway down it's still dry. So I didn't do it with this one. I don't know if y'all can see this one right here. Let's see. Yeah, you can. And as you water, it'll allow you to go down further. And water get in there and loosen that soil up. And it will allow you to go down further. Some people just leave these in like that. They just leave them in. And when they go to watering, it'll automatically just go through. And that is a good idea to do. Just leave it in there. And that helps aerate the soil and the roots. It's very good for them. If I wanted to do this one right here, you probably can't see it. Just to make sure it's getting some water. So you water with one hand and keep the stick in the other hand. And I have a lot of trees, so I would have to do this to all of them because I'm greedy. Yes, I am. But anyhow, I wanted to bring you along with the watering because you came along with me on how to plant guami berries, two pineapple pear trees, and we have these are two pineapple pears, and this is the Cara nectarine. We did not plant the guava because it's doing good where it is. So your carrots are doing very well. Everything is looking promising. You guys have any questions? I'm going to sit my little honey down. I was told to stop staying out here by so late. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, you people. Happy Valentine's Day. This is part of a heart. Like that. If you believe in that kind of thing. But your carrots are doing fine. And we're going to pluck these together when it's time. And I just wanted to show them to you. Carrots, look at that. Look at there, y'all. These are the ones that we planted. They took root, so they're still there. So succession growing. Got some spinach that need to be plucked. So you know what I'm going to do with this spinach since I have all this free space over here? Y'all know. Look at that. That's ready for an omelet or something. I'm going to plant some seeds right there in that space. That's what you can do. You can have something like this, one bag, and put different things in there. Make sure it's okay for them to be there without disturbing each other. So you can plant brassicas together, but you have to make sure that it's not one that's going to steal nitrogen from the other. You can do that. So let's go back over here and look at our leeks, not leeks, but what is this here? What is this? Shallots. They have not done anything yet, but they're still in the ground. They're still there. The varmint has not come and gotten them because I put this on it. That's all you guys have to do. Get you some netting. It's not that expensive, and it lasts a long time. So get you some deer netting. We're going to, let me show you what I did over here. I did this without you. Sometimes you just have to do that. Planted garlic over here. They were digging up my stuff, but I planted garlic. You can't even tell, but there's some deer netting down, and then I put the deer netting is down on top of the straw, and you see where I clamped it around the 50-gallon grow bag. Follow along with me, and I'm going to show you what happens. I'm telling you and showing you what happens. I'm not going to deceive you in any kind of way. We're going to come along and do a lot of things. We're going to do some grafting. We're going to do some air layering, and I am not a professional. I've only had one successful graft, and then I didn't know what to look for by way of the roots, so the roots fell off. I didn't know how to take it off. But we're going to do all those things. We're going to go through each one of these plants and do some pruning. It is pruning time. And I bought some garlic out here because we have problems, those of us who do have fruit trees. There's a such thing as the codling moth, C-O-D-L-I-N-G, codling moth. And they love to come and lay eggs inside of your fruit. So, or they lay them, I think they lay them on the branches or something, and they crawl up and go into the fruit. You ever get your fruit and there's a bug in there? That little booger. So what I'm going to be doing after I get off this YouTube channel, I have, you know those onions I was showing you the other day from the big box store, and I said, oh no, they're not any good. I decided to keep them because they are going to serve a purpose. I'm going to stick them inside of my fruit trees, and because the codling moth does not like the smell of onions and garlic. And I've done some, and this is what happens. I'm going to have this all around my fruit trees. See this? So I have several more to go, and I'm just going to take it and stick it in there, probably about 3 inches down below. I'm not going to eat it. I don't care about that. It can just live in there forever. I don't plan to eat it. I just want it to stop the codling moth. And also, your onion skins, put them on your plants because they can smell that. You may not be able to smell it, but they can smell it. So I'm going to take here. Let me show you what I'm going to do. While I got you here, and I promise this thing hits about a couple more minutes, I'm getting off. But I want you to see this. These onions, I'm going to just stick them down in here like that. Cover them up. I don't care how close they are. The closer, the better. Cover them up. Onions and garlic going in all of my trees and marigolds. I'll be doing that. I didn't get out in time to spray my trees because they're budding out, except for the apples. I see the apple trees haven't started budding out, so I spray them. But my peach trees, oh my goodness, and pear trees are showing off. So I can't spray them. I have to find something organic to spray them with, but that's going to be a fight for me, and I'll show you what the fight looks like, and maybe somebody can come up with something that will help me. But once they start flowering and budding, you don't want to spray any insecticide on them because you know it's going to be on the fruit. We're not doing that. So help me. You know anything about codling moth? Help me be able to come up with something for my poor trees that are budding out right now. I only have one pear tree, so I'll go to the store tomorrow and get something for the ones that are not budding out, like the apple trees. You know, the apple trees are still dormant, so I'll spray my apple trees, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. The plum trees, I showed you those yesterday. Showed you the peach trees. The peaches, plums, it's just too late for those. But look at here. All those are going to be pears. They're ready to start. Look at that. All of those are going to be pears, y'all. Y'all see that? Let's see, where's my hand? Y'all see that? It's like 4 or 5 pears on there. If we get a hard freeze, I won't get anything. Let me show you right quick. Then we're gonna go. These are my nectarine trees. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're getting ready to bud out. I need to go in ahead and spray these tomorrow. Nectarines. Different kinds of nectarine trees. So they're getting ready to get crazy on me too. And this right here is a Stella. Yeah, Stella cherry. Doesn't need a pollinator. And it hasn't started doing anything yet. So a Stella cherry. Forget all that over there. I'm working on it. Hush, I hear you talking. Okay, you guys, love you. I'm going to go and, oh, I have 2. It's a bean cherry and a Stella right here together. And then I have 3 apricot trees. Y'all come on by and get some fruit. We're going to have some good eating up in here. I love you guys. Take care. And I'll see you next time in the garden.